No arrest in the case linked to R&B singer David. Sky 5 was overhead earlier this month when the 15-year-old's mutilated body was found in the Tesla registered to David. Police have not named him as a suspect, but family members apparently have said.
Okay, so there's been no arrests. They're not saying if they have suspects, but we already know if and doubts about it, but they think David is a suspect. David is definitely a suspect, okay? He has no choice but to be a suspect. He's the one who had the contact with her. He's the reason why she was around. He's the reason why she was in that part of LA. You understand? So we know David's a suspect. We know the people around him are suspects. Okay? So they're also confirming it that her body was, did she say mangled? That's crazy. Okay, so something real crazy happened to this young lady. Real crazy. Let's listen to some more.
She had a boyfriend named David, and the two appear connected in their online posts and photos.
It's kind of surreal seeing, someone grow up and then just right before your eyes, they're gone.
It's been almost 1 week since LAPD homicide detectives searched the singer's rental home in the Hollywood Hills. LAPD confirming to KTLA that several items of.
So also, once again, this is a message to young ladies like the teacher gave. Watch social media. Parents, watch social media. Everybody, not only just watch social media, watch the people you be around, because you think people is your friends. You think people is cool with you. You never know when that's going to change. Even if you grew up with them, even if you've been knowing them since public school, even if you've been knowing them from the streets, never turn your head or close your eyes and let them have scales, because it's only a matter of time before the snake can't control the bite. Okay, let's move on.
Evidence were recovered and that they are, quote, following up on several leads.
This really hits home as a mom, and this could have been anybody's kid.
Sunday night, a large crowd gathered for a candlelight vigil near Celeste's childhood home in Lake Elsinore. Hernandez disappeared in early 2024 when she was only 13 years old. Her family and LAPD not talking about the case. Fans note some of David's music is macabre. He performs in what looks like a bloody shirt with lyrics like "I killed you and I didn't even regret it." And this song from David features a music video released in February. It shows a body being dragged and put in the trunk of a car.
See, a lot of this is what makes David a suspect. What they're trying to use his music against him. As we know, in the YSL case, they used the music against them. Some people was able to get away, some people wasn't. From what I can see, somebody's definitely going to go to jail. No ifs and doubt about it. You understand? Which a lot of people are afraid, because there's bigger people involved in this. You understand? There's much bigger people involved in this. And it's starting to look like this has a lot to do with the music industry. Okay? If a mother was smart, which we're not hearing from the parents, we're only hearing from the brother and the sister, through subliminal messages and social media. Once again, they're not coming forth and actually speaking. These people They know who y'all are. The best thing y'all could do is come forward and speak to the authorities, speak to the news, speak to as many people as possible, because the people who have something to do with your daughter dying, or your sister dying, or your family member dying, they know who y'all are. Trust me, they do. Okay? So y'all better start talking and cooperating with as many big platforms. We're not talking about somebody on a YouTube page. We're talking about the police, the investigators, the feds, Nancy Grace, these type of people. True crime, yeah, that type of stuff. Okay, so if y'all plan on doing anything, not just to get justice for your family and for Celeste, but to protect yourselves, that would be your best decision. Let's move forward.
David was set to begin his first world tour next week, but in light of the investigation, at least the first dates have been canceled. We're live tonight in Hollywood. I'm Sandra Mitchell, KTLA 5 News. Micah, MB, back to you.
Okay. So, David was set to do a world tour, right? David also was getting billions of streams. Okay? We know David was big without David being known. He's been with SZA. He has a song with 21 Savage. He has songs with other people. He's done streams with other big YouTubers. So we know that he was doing well to the point where he was so big, he was doing big numbers without being known. So David said in one of his interviews that he's going to go to the next level. And when he goes to the next level, that he's going to leave and he's going to be off the grid, basically, is what he said. Okay? So I guess he's going to be making music off the grid. Right? Now, when people go big, usually, and they really blow, we talking about where the ceiling is no longer there. Usually, they die. Okay? Check the history. Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, per se, those type of artists. In this case, a young girl that's around a big celebrity. Okay? If they do not find David guilty of this, this is what the blow to the next level is. So this seems to be an industry. It's looking a little bit that way. Sacrifice. I know these things sound crazy, but no. Check the history. These things happen, okay? And who blows bigger than anybody? So if David goes through the ceiling, the record label, the people attached above the record label, they go to space, okay? That's why they buying all these catalogs when these artists die, because it's longevity, okay? They building history, legacies for their children's grandchildren and past that. So this is what makes you guys ignorant when y'all sell your catalogs, because the catalog is never ending. Why you think they want it so bad that they're going out of control, buying everybody's catalog. See, this is why they wanted Michael Jackson dead, because Michael Jackson was buying the catalogs, okay? Not selling his stuff. Prince wasn't selling his stuff. This is why they wanted those artists dead, okay? And if you look back, who's involved in some of this? Arista. Check the artist that was attached to Arista. Also attached to Interscope. Also attached to Sony. And see the history. How they passed. Or people around them died. And not the artist's family or the estate, but the labels blew up to space. People got to smarten up. Y'all want this to be something else. But this is much deeper than you will ever realize. You listen to a lot of these things that these people talk about, they're true. Just remember the history. Just remember all the things that's transpired throughout these years. And what I use is from when I was a child to an adult. I've seen the history play out that way. Y'all know it. Who don't know it? This new generation. They don't have the education. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next one. But I'm just dropping a little jewels on what's transpiring. I'm going to get a little deeper into this. Okay? This has too many inconsistencies.